We do believe we are the first to report this. Handsome Blaine Gabbert will be signing with the Kansas City Chiefs to be backup quarterback behind the Patrick Mahomes.
All right, well, the Chiefs make another move, signing a veteran 33-year-old quarterback to compete with Shane Buechele as QB2 to back up Patrick Mahomes. So let's talk about it. But first, how about those? All right, guys, this is something that I thought was coming, just didn't know exactly when, and that was the Chiefs opting to bring in a veteran QB. You had some within Chiefs Kingdom saying, hey, the Chiefs are extremely high on Shane Buechele, and he's probably going to be QB2, but I will say this, it goes against Andy Reid and his norm since being in Kansas City, 2013, he's been here for like 10 years. He's always had a backup veteran QB. You had Nick Foles, Chase Daniel, Matt Moore, and most recent, Chad Henne. And when he retired at the end of the season, people were like, hey, what's going to be next? Is that Shane Buechele, which it still could be. I want to be clear here right off the top. Just because the Chiefs are signing a veteran doesn't mean Shane Buechele couldn't beat this man out at training camp, but it does make the room more competitive and goes more along the lines of what Andy Reid is probably more comfortable with. You got to think about it. Chad Henne has had to step in a few times and was super clutch in the playoffs against the Browns. Most recently this past season, leading that 98-yard drive, which I know was greatly helped by Isaiah Pacheco, but he led a 98-yard touchdown drive in the divisional game, I believe, against the Jags when Mahomes went down with the ankle sprain. So Andy Reid wants somebody that has been in the league for quite some time, and he's going to be able to go into high-pressure, must-win situations and make things happen. Now, to be clear, nobody is Patrick Mahomes. It's always going to be more stressful if he ever goes down, but having a veteran presence in there is going to do nothing but good things for the morale of the offense if Patrick Mahomes ever goes down again, and we hope that it doesn't. Anyway, let's get to this. Today it was announced first by Pat McAfee that the Chiefs were signing Blaine Gabbert to a one-year deal. Blaine Gabbert is a 33-year-old vet who played college at MU, was drafted 10th overall in 2011 by the Jags, notably drafted only behind Cam Newton and Jake Locker. It's a legend. Look that man up. But after struggling his rookie year, he caught a little momentum in 2012 before getting injured. And Chad Henne, of all people, took the reins that year. It's a small world after all. And after only playing in 3 games the following season with the Jags, Blaine Gabbert has bounced around to 4 other teams, the 49ers, Cardinals for a year, Titans, and Bucks for the last 3. So he got a ring sitting underneath one of the best to ever play the game in Tom Brady. With his best season in recent years being 2017 with the Cardinals, he played 5 games, completing 95 passes for 1,086 yards and 6 touchdowns. Again, this is a depth signing to compete for a roster spot at QB2, and that's where you guys gotta let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think that Blaine Gabbert is probably for sure going to be QB2, or do you think Shane Buechele still has the potential ability to beat him out OTAs, minicamp, training camp, and even in preseason? Let me know your thoughts on all that down below, because I'll be curious. If Andy Reid opts for Shane Buechele over Blaine Gabbert, he is going completely against the grain. Not that it is impossible. You got to think, Shane Buechele, while he has only been in the league for a couple of years, he's been sitting directly under Patrick Mahomes, training with him every offseason. He also trains with Bobby Stroop every offseason, and he's always been alongside Patrick Mahomes. So I think that is, shows good thanks for Shane. And remember, they held on to him all season long, stashing him on the roster, so they definitely believe in this man. I'll just be curious to see how it all pans out, but they do end up locking a veteran QB in before the draft after just signing Justin Watson to a 2-year deal, wide receiver Richie James, aka Rick James, to a 1-year deal from the Giants. So they are making small moves with the limited cap space they have before this draft. But again, let me know your thoughts on the Blaine Gabbert signing, and let's talk about it in the comments down below. But until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go. How about those?